under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Michael Fulmer gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Striding in for the Indians, Cesar Hernandez. As we take a look at the splits between April and May. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Goodrum has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy, and he sees the ball well out of his hand. He could be in for a big game.
In now, Miguel Rojas, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Hey, Matty V, you know what, D-Row? This could be a long summer right now. You can't win a division in May, but you certainly can play yourself out of a division in May, and they need to turn things around in a big way right now.
Yeah, the way this team has played the early parts of this season, we find ourselves in May, but you know what? You can't help but look at the 25-man roster they're putting forth and notice to yourself that, hey, a lot of these guys might not be here if they don't get this turned around.
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Jose Ramirez will be next. Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
To the plate now, Jose Ramirez. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, comes in with 6 hits in 22 tries. He's also hit 3 home runs. Now the 1-0. Misses for the 2nd ball. 2 out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. So a relatively routine start for the top of the 1st here. Indians nothing. Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Show. Aaron Civale, a native of Connecticut, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
First offering. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team needs to keep their focus. Short road trips have a tendency to sneak up on you. Next thing you know, you drop 2 or 3 games, and then you're back in your home ballpark. They have to find a way to go out there and execute all facets of the game and squeak a few of these wins out. The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, this lineup's got to go about it a little bit differently, Matty. They're not going to drive the ball out of the ballpark. They're in the bottom 3rd in slugging percentage in the league. But they can string some hits together, manufacture some runs, create some problems on the base pass being aggressive, and try and attack you that way. Be on the lookout for that.
289 is the average coming in. 9 homers and 31 RBIs. That evens it up, 1-1. Pitch on the way.
Ball. Count is 2-1.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. He'll get it into second.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
And here's Renato Nunez, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Comes set, the 0-1. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
0-2, here it is. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. 2-out double left stranded. An inning in the books. No score on the show. Second inning set to go. And here's Fernando Reyes stepping in. Now here's the pitch. And he puts it on the ground to second. On to first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is it. The left fielder.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate, and if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
At the plate now, Eddie Rosario. As he will take strike one on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, he has 7 hits in 17 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. He's got it, throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. As he'll lift it up in the air, this is back behind second. And Schoop will settle under it to make the play, and that ends the inning. Just a 4-pitch inning there as the Indians go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Here's Jonathan Schoop now. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game.
Second baseman. Not us there. Go.
And now the first pitch. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker, it's strike one.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Bounce it to the left side. Ramirez is there. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
That is good.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians' defensive setup today. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The average at 284 to begin play. 5 homers and 15 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
And another foul ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. One and 2 to the Tigers catcher.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's gonna throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Here comes the right fielder. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The third baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
So 2 out, nobody on. And into bat next, it'll be Jeimer Candelario. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Two-0 count, the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Here's Robbie Grossman. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. First pitch of the AB on its way. Lays off 1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 1-0 pitch. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Candelario, the runner at first with 2 gone. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Here comes the 1-2. Popped him up. Hernandez has a play. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Detroit. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Now that brings up Josh Naylor. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The pitch.
No, that's low.
Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these 2 teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. In now for Cleveland, Jordan Luplow, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Oh, that's low.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Whoa,
Maybe
that's
too
down.
much break on the slider. 2-1. Two and 2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And this is taken in for the 2nd out.
Batting 9, the catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
So here is Roberto Perez. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Third inning, no score to this point. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Is a slider swung on and missed away. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. So now to the plate, Nico Goodrum. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 1 for 4. And now the first pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Victor Reyes. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Behind 0-2 now. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Stepping in now, Miguel Cabrera. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2. And he's able to find a knockout.
So now to the plate, Willie Castro. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. 1-0 pitch on the way. Very weakly on the ground. A 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery throw will be too late for the force at second, so that'll be scored an infield hit, and there are 2 on with 2 away now. Into Into the box now, Renato Nunez. As he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike one. Struck out in his first at-bat. He's set. The 0-1. Cabrera on second. Castro at first. 2 out in the inning. This is skied into short left center. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Tigers strand a pair. We'll head to the fourth. Still scoreless. Digging in, the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Here comes the 1-0. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2.
I ain't mad at you right there. I understand. He's trying to get the offense going right there. Wasn't able to execute, but nice thought process.
And 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit down the line at first. Scooped up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
Now batting.
Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Tigers organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Into the box, Miguel Rojas. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Scope will look this one in, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And now Jose Ramirez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Pitch on the way. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Indians still in search of their first hit of the ballgame. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Lays off. 2-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Fernando Reyes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Count.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Indians leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Jonathan Scope.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
He's right there. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Cesar Ramos.
Next up for Detroit, Wilson Ramos. He flew out in his last debut. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's
1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Next batter is Jeimer Candelario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll enter play right at .310 on the year. 4 home runs and 14 driven in. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Inner third let go. It's a called strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 up in the zone.
3 balls,
2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Eddie Rosario. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it, one gone.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
In now, Bradley Zimmer, as he will look at a first-pitch fastball for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Up top, it's 2-0. Three and 0 now. Josh Naylor waits on deck. No runs, no hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
The 3-1. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Soft liner towards first. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Now into the box, Josh Naylor. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First delivery to him.
Nope, that's down.
The 1-0.
Nope.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
3-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That one's in there. 3-1. Into the windup and the pitch. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Next, here is Jordan Luplow, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
Now the 0-1. Line to the right side. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, D-Ro, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock, hopefully this is the start of many.
At the plate, Roberto Perez. No balls and 1 strike. Naylor at second. Luplow on at first with 2 down. And it's quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading up for the Tigers,
Stepping up is Robbie Grossman. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Going back is the right fielder. Oh, doctor, you can hang a star on that baby. A solo shot down the line in right. 3rd home run for him on the year as the Tigers grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping in now, Nico Goodrum. Ball 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. A ball that's carrying. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. Goodrum takes the turn at 3rd. He wants it all. Safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
The batter, the center fielder.
At the plate now, Victor Reyes. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0 home.
Count 3-0.
Danger looms on deck here in the person of Miguel Cabrera. Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now. Base is empty here with nobody out. A full count, 3-2 to the Tigers center fielder.
You got 3-2.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. He's got it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Hey, it definitely looked like he had a little trouble getting that ball out of his glove. But with that bazooka of an arm, most third basemen have that strong arm. If you're going to play in the corners, you better be able to fire it across the diamond like him.
Into the box now, Miguel Cabrera. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Standing in now, Willie Castro. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. The 1-0. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Into the box, Renato Nunez. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Back goes Rosario at the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Gotta love a night at the ballpark. These fans certainly are. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. Start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. At the plate, Miguel Rojas. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. Next, it'll be Jose Ramirez. as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And this isn't his strong side, at least not in terms when you look at the stat sheet or his consistent contact rates. I just don't think he's quite as smooth with his rhythm and swing mechanics when he's hitting left-handed. This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Three and 0 now.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Here it comes on 3 and 0. That one's in there. 3 and 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Hernandez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now a throw over. Runner's back. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. We are in Motown, but I don't think we'll be seeing any of these people dancing in a soul review tonight. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Second baseman, Jonathan Scope.
First pitch of the AB now. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. The 1-0.
Ball that's outside.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2-0 count. Here it comes.
I got 3 and 0.
Wilson Ramos is on deck. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Nick Whitgren takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 62.
Next for the Tigers, Wilson Ramos. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 2 for 3. He also has 1 home run. First offering on its way. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, 2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Stepping in now, Jeimer Candelario, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He went down on strikes last time up. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Now another 1-2.
Ball.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Robbie Grossman will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Now the first pitch, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And he'll reach down to make the play on the run. A fine defensive effort there retires the side. Tigers leave 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Seventh inning ready to roll. And digging in now, Franmil Reyes.
The right fielder, Franmil Reyes.
First delivery to him. And that's in there for a strike.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by them.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 9. Heidi Watney.
Next to dig in, Eddie Rosario. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Bradley Zimmer. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike one. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here's another 0-2. And this is popped up near second base. Scope shading to his right, and that's the third out. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail things here 2-0. Blake Parker gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 53, Blake Parker.
Last half of the 7th here, and set to go as the switch hitting outfielder, Nico Goodrum. And now the first pitch. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Here's the 0-1.
Hey.
Obviously, this pitching staff doesn't care this batter went deep earlier in the game because they are attacking him. 2 pitches right in the zone.
The 0-2 delivery. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Ramirez is up with it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
At the plate now, Victor Reyes. And that one yanked just foul. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Here it comes on 1-1. Right side, fair ball down the line. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
In now, Miguel Cabrera, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Reyes leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2. Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Next up, Willie Castro, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Standing in now, Renato Nunez, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. They could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And that misses. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
2 out with the man at first. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. Two balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 3-1. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it's off the wall in front of the bullpen. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Jonathan Scope. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Rosario, and this one scoots all the way to the wall. He's in at second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Cal Quantrill takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
At the plate, Jeimer Candelario. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. 8th inning coming up. The Tigers lead it 7-0. Ready to begin the 8th, and the next to bat will be Josh Naylor.
First baseman, Josh Naylor.
And now the first pitch.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
The 0-1 delivery. Fastball laid off well below the knees. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1 home. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Now to bat, Jordan Luplow singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Fastball, close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on.
Ball 3.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
Down at 3-1.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. Lifted in the air out to left. Grossman is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
Next to hit, Roberto Perez. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at this.
Well, there's no doubt about it right now. And what makes it easier, too, from a manager's standpoint right now, you could probably just go to one guy in the bullpen to finish.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Robbie Grossman. The pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Dero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
And there's one away.
Up next for the Tigers, the right fielder, Nico Goodrum.
Stepping in next, Nico Goodrum. His career numbers in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. That's wide, 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
There's a strike with the fastball as he gets back in the count at 3-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 3-1 pitch. One out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rosario is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Victor Reyes.
So back at the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Victor Reyes. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Pitches popped up, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Cesar Hernandez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the AB on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Fouled off. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And not the start they were hoping for as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the 9th. Stepping in once again is Miguel Rojas. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Right side. Taken in by Scope. Throw on to first, and now the Indians are down to their final out. At the plate now is Jose Ramirez. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch on the way.
Count 1-0.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
A ball and a strike.
Count 1-1.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2. Two out, nobody on. Last strike now for Cleveland. This is drilled, but right into the shift. Scope is there. Throw on to first to take care of him, and the Tigers have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock-solid win and a memorable performance.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Tigers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
Michael Fulmer with his 4th win this season and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
I even hit the bottom over, that was just part of my growth. My heart's always broken, like it's not starting over. Now my battered soul is going back through the motions. I'm just having the whole, was that no control?
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For Cleveland, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please